Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvaldo here, and today we are going to be taking a look at a fight of a Multiverse team fighting Captain Cold. We are going to be taking a look at how it goes, we are going to be taking a look at what characters are being used, and we are going to be taking a look at what mechanics are at play and how you should play Multiverse Armored Supergirl. It's going to be the fight that is going to roll in the background, so don't worry about it, we'll go over it in slow motion, and then we will do cuts with the most important parts of the fight that you guys need to understand in order to have a proper gameplay against Captain Cold with Multiverse Armored Supergirl, Multiverse Flash, and Red Hood. But we'll get into all of that later. If you have any question regarding this video or regarding anything Injustice 2 Mobile related in general, feel free to comment down below. But if you want a further reply to your comment after I have replied once, make a separate comment instead of replying to my reply, because it's much easier for me to access them. So with all that being said, I have done guides for raid guides for a lot of characters, and I will keep doing, so I would love if you would subscribe and you would stay updated on that as well. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and let's get into it. But before we get into it, make sure you go ahead and check King Neil, because the raid footage that I am using on this video is from his channel, and he has a mainly Injustice 2 Mobile raid channel where you can find a lot of cool gameplay in raids and raid compilations. So please go ahead and show the support to my boy King Neil. You will have a link in the description and a link in a pinned comment. And let's get into it. So right now we are taking a look at the fight that we have seen first in very high speed. Hope that was not too annoying, and we are going to be taking a look at it in slow motion right now, 0.5 speed, and I'm going to walk you through everything that happens. The team that is going to be used will be Multiverse Flash, Multiverse Armor Supergirl, and Multiverse and Red Hood. You don't you need Red Hood, but if you are a new player and you don't have Red Hood yet, don't rush buying it, and you can replace it with something else. But to take this team to peak performance, you will need Red Hood. So you can see over here that you open up with Multiverse Flash, then tag in Multiverse Armor Supergirl to proc that Dual Blaze, and use a Special 1. Special 1 does inflict burning, so you will need to use it 2 times, because burning will reduce the armor of the enemy by 50% and 50% and this debuff does stack, and as long as you keep the opponent burning through the entirety of the fight, it will stack at 2 procs of it, if that makes any sense. But the thing is, you need to use your special 1 2 times at the beginning of the fight and then not let it expire. Right here he's going to tag in again with Multiverse Flash, and he's going to be a combo that we will break down afterwards, because it's a very interesting combo you can do with Multiverse Flash and other Flash characters. Right now he's tagging in Supergirl using a special tree. Keep in mind that the special tree will deal additional damage if the opponent is burning. Getting back, making Captain Cold jump, and into another special 1 to keep that burning effect up. The burning effect on top of decreasing the defense will make multiverse characters be able to crit the opponent, because that's what Multiverse Armor Supergirl does, and that is why this team is going to be very good against Captain Cold. And the burning will also increase the damage she deals on her special tree. Right here, a special tree for a huge amount of damage. Backing out 2 times, he jumps, and then you can swipe right in for a short combo into a special tree. Right now he's going to back off, use the flash. Captain Cold is going to use an ability, and this is going to be countered by the Multiverse Flash passive. Multiverse Flash has a passive where he counters a number of tech abilities per battle. Right now Multiverse Armor Supergirl attacked in yet again, a special tree. And right now he's going to back off into another special 1, I think. Yeah, a special 1. Tagging in Multiverse Flash yet again. Going for a low combo breaker, and he's able to start the combo yet again. You're going to be able to do a lot of weird things with Multiverse Flash, because Multiverse Flash is a character that is going to have very fast attacks, and Captain Cold is a character with very slow attack animation, and that is why you can exploit it a little bit, but yet again we'll get into that more in depth into the next part of the video. Again, tagging in for special tree, going back 2 times, then going in again, re-engaging with a short combo, short long range combo, and then getting in Red Hood to tank that super move, and then using the super move on Red Hood. You're doing this in order to increase the duration of the fight. That is what Red Hood's super move does, And on top of that, he used him as a tank for the Captain Cold super move. Do that only if you are sure your Red Hood is going to survive the Captain's Cold super move. And at the same time, he has an additional Dual Blades equipped on Red Hood to reduce that super move cost. If you don't have it, it's okay, but it's going to be a little bit less optimal. Over here, backing out again yet again and re-engaging for another special tree. Tagging in Flash yet again and re-engaging with a swipe right combo, then going for a jump attack into a swipe right into tagging in Supergirl and the special tree. Backing off over here 2 times, he jumps and then you can easily re-engage with the swipe right and continue into a normal combo and use your special one to keep up that burning. Over here, a combo with the Flash fails, but it's not the end of the world. As I have said, you're going to be taking some risks when using Multiverse Flash over here, but you're mostly going to be fine. He needs to be a little bit tanky, so if your team is not optimal, you might have a little bit problems with getting hit by random spells from specials from boss Captain Cold, but it shouldn't be that much of a bother, and at the same time you can tag anytime Multiverse Armored Supergirl when the opponent uses a special, and she will deny that special and gain some bars of power, so keep that in mind. Over here it again backing 2 times, then swiping right to engage using the special tree. Yet again 2 backs, then a swipe right, then a special one to keep up that burning. It's very safe to do the double back swipe and then swipe right after the Captain Cold makes a move, because as I have said, he has very slow attacks and attack animations and you're going to be ahead of him every time. Over here another special tree. As you can see, you'll only need to use your special 3 for dealing damage and special 1 in order to keep up that burning. Special 2 will never ever be used in this fight and most likely never be used in any fight with Multiverse Armored Supergirl. And the special 2 is a good ability, don't get me wrong, but her other 2 abilities are just that much better. Over here it again double swipe back into a swipe right and into a special 3. Yet again, going 2 times back, he jumps and then you swipe right, you can easily connect with him and use a special 1 to keep up that burning effect. Right now he's tagging out. He had the energy to do more combos, but you need to keep in mind that you also use Dual Blades and you need to stack that up. Over here, Multiverse the Flash gets hit with an ability, but is no problem. Over here he tagged Multiverse Armor Supergirl. You saw that he gained some power because Captain Cold was about to do an ability. And when Multiverse Supergirl interrupts an ability from a tag-in of a multiverse character already being in the fight, she will gain bars of power. Yet again easily, just swiping back. Keep in mind while you swipe back just to press block for a brief second. I talk about this and the basic combo and the long combo in my fighting guides, so it might not make that much sense to you if you haven't watched that video, so make sure you watch it, because there are 2 types of combos, short combos and long combos. And those depend on the distance that is between you and the enemy, and also when you're swiping back you need to press block in order to make the animation more smooth. We're tagging the Flash back again, and then tagging back again the Armored Supergirl using a special 3. Yet again backing out 2 times and re-engaging yet again and using another special 3. Using Flash over here. Going to do a block breaker and he didn't connect the attack, it's okay, he's going to swipe back. Then swipe back in again, hit that combo, swipe back. Over here he tags Multiverse Armor Supergirl for a special 3. And the timer is going to be soon down, so he takes the risk and uses a jump attack and another special 3. So this was basically everything that I had to say in terms of the slow motion fight. Now let's get into breaking down every single part of the fight, and we will talk about what exactly happened and how you need to do the exact combos that were done in these videos. So now we'll talk more in depth about every single part of this battle, and the first thing that we're going to be talking about is the double special one. The special one, as I have said, is going to inflict burning effect, and the burning effect is going to reduce the defensive of the opponent, and for some reason, for a percentage, and for some reason in Injustice 2 Mobile that effect does stack. So at the beginning of the fight, you are looking forward to use your special one 2 times, and after that, as long as the burning effect on the enemy does not expire, you can use your burning effect just once to keep up that 2 times burning effect, if this does make any sense. But trust me, this is the most optimal way. So if you use your special one 2 times at the beginning of the fight and then just don't let it expire and refresh it with other special ones during the time of the fight, you will need just one special one to refresh the effect, but you'll have the effect of 2 special one burning effects. I hope that made sense, because it does indeed sound very weird. Now let's talk about Multiverse the Flash swipe up combo, a jump attack combo, call it however you want. This is basically a combo with Multiverse the Flash where you can do a combo that is going to be as long as the cooldown in order to tag in yet again Multiverse Armor Supergirl. Cooldown is the time until you can do a certain action. So we are going to go over how to execute this properly. So you can see him tagging Multiverse the Flash right now. He's going to tag into a swipe right, hit 3 times, and then jump up, and then swipe right again, hit 3 times. And then his Multiverse Armor Supergirl is going to be ready to be tagged in again. Let's watch that again. He's going to tag in, swipe right, hit 1, 2, 3 times, and then swipe up and swipe right and hit 1, 2, 3 times. And then he's going to tag in yet again Multiverse Armor Supergirl. So the purpose of this ability, this combo, is going to be the following. When you're using Multiverse the Flash, your purpose is going to be to build a combo that is as big as possible, but tag in Multiverse Armor Supergirl as soon as possible, because of the fact that you need to stack up that dual blades as many times as possible. So this is going to be what this combo is going to ensure. You might not succeed in doing this combo every single time, but it's okay, since I have said you have your passive, which will act basically as a failsafe for you. So if you fail this combo, Captain Cold is going to most likely want to do an ability on you, and your passive will prevent that ability, and you also can tag Multiverse Armor Supergirl as another failsafe, because she's got that tagging that interrupts abilities. You don't need to use this every single time. You have seen in the raid fight that he didn't use it every single time, but this is going to be beneficial in some specific scenarios, as were this one encountered over here. So it's up to you when you want to use it or not want to use it. I'm just telling you how to use it. So yet again, I'm going to explain why you have Red Hood over here. He is over here because his super move is going to increase the duration of the fight. So basically, you are having him here just to increase the duration of the fight, because it has been proven over time by many players who have used the Multiverse team against Captain Cold that this is simply the most optimal way to boost your damage. Using other options like Multiverse Green Arrow will be suboptimal, but still viable. So, or Shazam, or something like that. So look, if you don't have Red Hood and you are a new player, please don't rush buying him from the League Store, because he's expensive and his only use will be in this specific fight. Other than this, he will be a pretty damn bad character, except for this one utilization of him. So if you are a new player, don't rush it, just replace it with Multiverse Green Arrow. You'll deal suboptimal damage, but still not worth rushing for Red Hood. And you might get lucky and get him from raid drops. At the same time, keep in mind that the All Blades has a passive that is going to reduce the cost of Red Blade's super move. So you have if you have a second All Blades, feel free to equip it on Red Hood in order to decrease his super move cost. You can do it without this, but yet again is going to be a little bit less optimal. And at the same time, if your Red Hood is going to be tanky enough, which he will most likely be since you'll get most of his gears to high level from raid drops, then also tag him in before Captain Cold uses the super move so he can tank it. So this is basically basically the utilization of Red Hood, tank a little bit of damage, do a super move, increase the duration of the fight. Other than that, you don't need him for anything. So if you already have him, then go ahead and use him. If you have all you need from the league store, go ahead and buy him. But if you are a new player, just finish your Power Girl or King of Science Aquaman first, and then think about getting Red Hood. Right now we're going to be talking about the combo with Multiverse Armor Supergirl. I have picked this specific part because it was a little bit of a screw up on the part of Multiverse the Flash, and he got hit with a spell, and as you can see it was no problem because Multiverse Armored Supergirl's tag in attack is going to be Block Breaker, so you can basically tag her in almost any time with no problem. The only difference is going to be how many combos you're going to have up at that point to boost your damage with your abilities, and then your purpose will be using as many special trees as you feel like. You need to keep in mind how much energy you got and how much the All Blades procs are going to last, and last but not least, using that special one in order to keep up the burning effect. You can see here tagging, swipe right, hit 3 times and then use an ability, then go back in, use the third ability, yet again swipe back 2 times, then swipe back in, hit 3 times, swipe right, the third ability, yet again you should definitely watch my combo building guides, swipe right, hit 3 times, swipe right again, third ability, easy, swipe right again, and first ability in order to keep up that burning effect. And with slight variations, this is going to be basically the entirety of the fight. You are going to keep doing this until the end of the fight with a little variation. You might do some different things with Multiverse the Flash in order to keep up that combo, or to exploit Captain Cold basic slow basic attacks, or it might go differently with Multiverse Up or Supergirl. Keep in mind, you don't need to always use that many special trees. The dude that is playing this has used that many special trees because of the fact that he just had a buttload of energy because of the tagging that he has used before that interrupted Captain Cold's ability. So basically, you will most of the times do only 1 or 2 special trees and then a special one before tagging out. A very important thing is to, first of all, don't panic because this is going to be one of the easiest fights in the entire game. Like, the only way I usually screw this up is I forget to tag the Multiverse Armored Supergirl when Multiverse Captain Cold is going to be close to a super move, because I'm just so careful at the gameplay. Other than that, you shouldn't really have any problems with this fight because it's going to go very smooth. The only things that you need to constantly take a look at is going to be your power bar, to know how many special trees you are going to be able to do before you need to move on to the special one. And you need to be very careful to keep doing special ones, because if it expires you are going to need to do it 2 times yet again. If you keep it up at all times, you will not need to do that, and the higher level your special one is going to be, the longer time it's going to last. The Multiverse Armor Supergirl combo is going to be the same as we have talked about previously, except one specific scenario at the end, which I'll cover a little bit later. Now let's look at more Multiverse the Flash combos. So over here he's going to hit 3 times the enemy, then swipe 2 times back and then swipe back in. This is a combo that is not really specific to him but works on pretty much every single character in the game. So after the enemy is going to use a jump attack, they are going to be vulnerable, and this is, you can see that he even blocked the first 3 attacks. It doesn't really matter. The only thing you need to do is to swipe back 2 times while pressing block, and he'll do a jump attack, and then you can swipe right yet again and begin the combo on him, and then tag Multiverse Armored Supergirl. Now let's look at another combo. This is going to be just the previous combo, but this time it worked perfectly. So tagging a Multiverse the Flash, swipe down attack and then begin a normal combo. and into yet again a tagging of Multiverse Armored Supergirl. Let's watch that again. So he hits Captain Cold Multiverse Armored Supergirl, finishing in a special one to keep at that burning, tagging in Multiverse the Flash, swiping down, hitting 1, 2, 3 swipe, 1, 2, 3 swipe, and then tagging in Multiverse Armored Supergirl yet again. What I'm going to show you right now is going to be the last chance combo. As you can see, he did the jump attack combo also on Multiverse Armored Supergirl. As I have said, the jump attack over here, let's watch it again, is going to do a jump attack after a special move into a swipe 3 times attack and another special move. This is a very risky move that you shouldn't do on your combo builder, except only one scenario when the timer is very low. So you can see jump attack, swipe, hit 3 times and then use a third ability. You should do this combo only and only in the situation where the timer is so low that you don't have time to tag in your combo builder and then tag your damage dealer again. This is the combo that you'll do only when the timer is very low and will be your last chance to deal some additional damage. Might work, might not work. It's a bet that you are willing to take because either way you are not going to do more damage. So this was everything for this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll end it with a few tips and tricks for the newer players because I have also gotten this theme on my secondary account. So if you don't have Red Hood, you can replace it with Multiverse Green Arrow. It's not going to be that efficient, but it's going to work well enough. If you don't have all the gears for Multiverse the Flash, then upgrade the gears you have. I have only 3 gears on him, but I have upgraded all of them to level 40 and it's performing pretty decently. I have a build guide for Multiverse Armored Supergirl, Multiverse the Flash and Multiverse Green Arrow if we are talking about that. So I will link all of them in the description, so you should definitely check that out. And on the future raid guides, I will do a poll on which character you guys would want me to cover, and you will get a chance to vote on that, and I'll cover that specific character. So in order to stay engaged, I would really appreciate if you'd subscribe to see those polls and vote your favorite character that should be in the next poll. So with all that being said, for any further questions, feel free to comment down below. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, and I'll see you in the